Hey, bud. Thanks. Good morning. My hands are... Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. Many of you are asking how I'm feeling. I feel sore, but grateful. The left side of my body is sore. My wrist, from how I grip the steering wheel. My arm, my shoulder, my boob. Y'all, my boob took the majority of the seatbelt impact. I swear the seatbelt lifted my boob up to my face. I was like, so my boob hurts so bad. But the seatbelts are amazing. Amazing. But they hurt. They hurt. Anyway, so sore. I feel sore. My knee, like the whole left side of my body. It's weird. Anyway, for those of you who are familiar with the Mountain Brook area, I was coming out of the parking lot by the nail salon across from Whole Foods. I had just gotten my nails done. Sparrow, stop. And I was getting ready to make a left, and there was a car coming this way down the hill to the light, and he saw me start to come out, and he told the police officer, ow, Sparrow, that he said I had two choices. I could slam on my brakes or I could try to beat her. So he sped up to beat me, and I went right into him. We hit so hard that his car did a full 360 in the road. And all his airbags came out, and I could see his face through the windshield, how scared he was. And I remember saying to God, please don't let anyone else hit him, because there were so many other cars. And honestly, I don't know how we got so lucky. Our cars are junked. But both of us got out of the car, stunned and obviously like scared, and we hugged. It was the first thing we did was hug, because life matters so much more than vehicles. Cars can be replaced, they can be fixed. That's why we have insurance. But lives and bodies and minds cannot be fixed. The scary part was when the police showed up and thought he was trapped in the car, because the car looked so bad and all the airbags were off, so you couldn't see in his car. And they were like, the police were so nervous, and he was like, no, I'm not here. I'm not in there, I'm here. Anyway, it is amazing to me what life can change in a second. 1 second was all that took for me to hit him, him to hit me. It could have gone so differently. And I am so grateful. I can't even tell you. Like, I walked away so shook. And you definitely have like PTSD after an accident. Like, you you feel there's so much anxiety that comes after an accident, but I would not be me if I didn't tell you the truth, in that I felt very protected in that moment. I just did. I felt like it was a wake-up call that perhaps I needed, but I felt overwhelmingly like, oh, it's not your time. This was not your time. The last time I think I felt that was when I was in the plane crash, the Delta plane crash. I was terrified. I thought I was going to die. But then I had like a peace afterward, like, it's not your time. But I don't know. Anyway, I don't think I want to go to that intersection for a few days. I'm going to find another way around where I need to go. Anyway, I also want to say one more thing before I talk about gratitude. I want to make a point. I want to address a point because I think it's fair. When my dad died, I was so angry. I was so angry that other people's dads weren't dead. I didn't want their dads to die, but I was angry that my dad was dead and their dad wasn't. And I remember, like, any time that someone wasn't nice to their dad or they were disrespectful to their dad, it bothered me. I felt angry, like, I don't have mine. So how could you sit here and disrespect yours? That's not a fair view, but it is a normal view, okay? I also remember when I lost the baby between Max and Charlie. I was angry. I was angry that my baby was growing in the wrong place. I was angry that Dr. Huggins had no choice but to take the baby out. I was angry that as a mother, I didn't get to make a choice for my own child. I was angry that this baby had to die. I was so angry. I was full of so much anger that when anyone, for like a year, if anyone complained about their kid, okay, I would think to myself what I wouldn't give to be complaining about that baby. Again, not fair, but normal. A normal reaction. When I wrote yesterday that God was real and that I don't know why he loves me the way he does, but he does, there were people who felt that I was implying that God loved me more than those who died. And I understand where that anger comes from. Just so you know. I don't like that they feel they have had to write that because I don't like that they're in that much pain. I know where that pain comes from. I know where that anger comes from. I understand that feeling. I have been there. I have seen other people talk about the work of God and the love of God and felt, where was God when my dad was dying? Where was God when my baby was dying? Where was he? I understand. I was not angry that it was written. I was angry that it had to be. I was angry that somebody would be in that much pain that they couldn't receive my gratitude in that moment. They only saw it as like God loved me and didn't love your friend or didn't love and I totally get that. I totally get that. So I appreciate you all feeling that you needed to defend me. There was part of me that even felt I needed to defend myself. But I know where that anger comes from. My mother too. When my dad died and her friends would complain about their husband, she couldn't listen. She would say, I have to go now. She just would get off the phone she couldn't listen to people complain about their husband. And I get that. I totally get that. So just know that I understand those reactions because I've had them myself. Grief is weird. Healing is weird. Anxiety is weird. Adrenaline is weird. Adrenaline, I think, makes you feel worse than the accident. My adrenaline was so thick after the accident that I swear it was like coursing through my body. Like I felt like it was disgusting. I know that adrenaline is released to keep you safe, but I don't like the way it feels at all. At all. Anyway, I want to talk to you about gratitude for a second. When I woke up this morning, I thought about all of the things that I could be grateful for. Things that I take for granted every day that today I see differently because yesterday I was in a terrifying accident, which kind of makes me frustrated with myself because I shouldn't be taking so much for granted. But gratitude, if you can this morning I am incredibly grateful that I didn't hurt anybody else. That thank God the man that I was in the accident with will walk away fine. And I'm sure he's dealing with the adrenaline and all of those things too, but overall he will be fine. I am so thankful that nobody was hurt. I am so thankful that all of the things that came, it's so funny. Before the accident, I saw somebody that I haven't seen in years, that I used to know, and we used to be very friendly. And then way before Jersey Belle, something happened, and I decided I didn't like her. And so I just never spoke to her. We weren't friends. We were just friendly. Anyway, I ran into her yesterday, and we stopped and talked in the parking lot. For the first time in years, we had a real conversation. And I said to her, I'm rooting for you. I love to see all your success. You look beautiful. Success looks good on you. It was a beautiful conversation. Had I not had that conversation, I would have left the nail salon 10 minutes earlier, and I would have missed this gentleman and most likely not have been in an accident. But it really is amazing how you could look at it that way, or you could look at it like, well, because you talked to her as long as you did, you were coming out the time you were coming out, not a minute sooner, and the accident could have been much worse. Like, I started to think about all these things and just about gratitude, and I really believe that gratitude makes us beautiful from the inside. It's like medicine for your soul. It really is. like, I feel so grateful for my self-awareness and like my, I don't know, my whatever. I feel incredibly grateful. So it is also, I just want to say, I really do think that dogs know when you are anxious, because I swear the more I can feel myself getting emotional, and the more emotional I get internally, the dog gets closer and closer to me. So either it's like my dad reincarnated as a Doberman or something, or dogs really know when you are anxious. I'm not kidding. I know that probably sounds crazy, but I think it's true. Do you know when I'm anxious? Anyway, I hope that whatever you're doing in your day today, you find something to be grateful for. And I hope that you always look at my posts or my anything through the lens of who is Jamie as a whole. Not who is she in this one post, who is she in this one coffee talk, but like, who is she? as a woman, as a human being, and try to make decisions when you judge me, because judgment happens, based on what you know of me and not on one sentence. Because if you judge me on one post or one sentence, I don't know. I'm telling you, this dog, he knows. I swear, he knows. So, okay, Lisa Graham just said the cats know we are moving. That just made my whole day. Thank you. Anyway, so we're supposed to meet for Danielle's birthday coffee this morning. So I'm going to try to like get up and get moving, take some Advil. But I love you, and I am so grateful for you. So thank you for all your well wishes and all your beautiful words. They mean so much to me. So thank you very much. And have a beautiful, beautiful Friday.